You know, there's a lot. There really is. Just like I said, especially when you're in another country doing missions, there's always something to do, and it's always kind of neat. You know, whether we were building, the engineer's job is to build all the base of support for all the combat action that goes on. So you're really there, just seeing it for the first time, setting up shower points, setting up tents for all the forces that you're commanding, and that was very cool. But I gotta say, my last tour that I was in Iraq, I was in a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers billet, and we built schools, hospitals, water access points for the locals there, and I thought that was just really cool to see the impact of what we were doing for the people in Iraq, and seeing the kids, you know, after the fact and using those facilities. To me, that was just kind of beyond words. But I mean, of course, there's lots of other great things, you know, blowing stuff up. I guess back in '91, this is a true story. We found an old Soviet tank out in the middle of the desert. You know, that we had. I think that maybe they just abandoned because the tank was, you know, in full. You know, it had the cap on it. You go out there a lot of times, you'd see a tank on the side and then a turret laying someplace else, where one of our tanks would shoot from 4,000 meters, you know, 2 miles, and just pop that thing off like a soda can and flip the tank over. I mean, that's what they looked like. You see, we saw that. But this one was just out there by itself. The combat engineers who just love to blow stuff up. You know, we had a whole lot of extra demolition stuff. We went out there, we packed that thing up, backed off, you know, about a half a mile, but you could still see. And this friend of mine had a movie camera. I mean, now you're filming this thing with his phone, but he had this movie camera that was probably this big out on a tripod. We all got in the APCs and set that thing off. And it just big black cloud. And it was unbelievable. And it took, you know, all of a sudden you start seeing tank parts coming out of the sky and stuff, you know, and you see this on this video. And then the smoke starts to fade away, and the tank was gone, completely gone. So that was kind of cool too, but not quite as, you know, the impact of when we're doing the stuff.
Sir, before we